I'm Lucy Morgan. I'm the CEO of Pod Talent. My pronouns are they, them. My role is to run our business, I guess. We're a supply chain specialist recruitment business, mainly operated in the consumer goods, retail, pharmaceutical markets. I've always worked in businesses with old queer people. And I feel like that's sort of the nature of a smaller, more intimate business has, I think, really, always really benefited me in my career. I've purposely never gone to work for a big corporate business because I feel like actually the more negative experiences that I've heard of would probably be more likely to exist in those sorts of environments. So I think I've been really lucky. I've always had great allies, people that have always accepted me for who I am. So I think that anything that is good for LGBTQ inclusivity tends to be, in my mind, good for all inclusivity. So I think at a very basic level, the most important thing is to have a zero tolerance policy, and that should be a zero tolerance policy against all forms of hatred. And it shouldn't just be a policy that exists, it should be a policy that people know is part of the business. You go through it in your onboarding. I think that's really important. People understand what it means, and also people understand that there are consequences of breaking it. I also think it's really important that any business that has a policy like that, you have a safe, confidential way of raising any concerns as well. I think you have to educate people on what a microaggression is. I think microaggressions are probably the biggest issue for the LGBTQ plus community, helping people understand what is okay and what's not okay to say, more importantly what's not okay to say, helping people to understand what they might consider genuinely to be a joke, or they might have grown up with things like that as a joke, understanding that they're not okay. And then lastly, I think the other thing you have to be very mindful of things like incentives that you run. Just having that mindfulness as a leadership team of a business is like, are the things I'm creating, are they safe for everyone? And are they inclusive for everyone? If you're just going to change your logo to a pride flag, I'd just say don't bother. If that is the only activity you're going to do, in my mind that is more damaging to a queer person in your business or a queer customer or queer supplier than they're not doing anything at all. Showing allyship and solidarity, yes, it's important, but it has to be backed up with something else. Whether it's education, learning, giving back, combined with something else. Don't just put up a flag for a month and then take it back down. For the recruitment industry, do I see a major change? Honestly, no, yet. I've met some really great examples of good recruitment businesses, but in the main, I don't think it has progressed that much yet, and I think it needs to. The recruitment industry is an industry that more people need to join every year, because there is typically a life cycle of a recruiter. A lot of people don't stay in recruitment forever, like a lot of careers, I guess. So you hire more people in every year, more entry-level people into recruitment every year, and more generations, younger generations are queerer, basically, and more open about their identity, and they know more queer people and they care more. And I think the recruitment industry needs to consider this, because if you're going to exist in the future as a business, you need to be able to attract queer people to work for you. The campaign is a peer-to-peer networking service group, I guess, for LGBTQ plus recruiters and those who work in the recruitment industry. It's founded by a group of, recruitment professionals, senior recruitment professionals from different business. It's all done voluntarily. The idea was to create a safe space for people who work in the same industry to come together to be able to share experiences and stories, or just meet other queer people who do the same job as them, because we're a small percentage of the population. It's totally free to attend. It's not like a monetized thing, it's just a voluntary thing, and I guess it's one of the things that just needs to exist to make our industry better.